Good afternoon.
American 2399, hold short of runway 36 right.
Okay, we'll hold short 36 right.
Whatever time of day it is by you.
American 165, cross runway 36 right, Whiskey Juliet, then contact ground point 8.
Whiskey Juliet, clear cross 36 right.
We got some nice loud and clear ATC working for us here.
Alaska to contact departure, good day. American 2195, cross runway 36 right at Yankee, contact ground point 85.
Clear cross 36 right, Yankee, ground point 85.
American 2810 tower.
With you for the visual, runway 36.
American 2810.
All right, here we are, Dallas Fort Worth. Heathen Hammer, how's it going?
Cross runway 36 right at Zulu, hold short runway 36 left.
We are prepared, planned out, and all that.
2399, runway
Actually, no, not
36
fully.
right, line up
We got one more step to plan. But yeah, we're gonna cruise on up to our friends in Michigan, mainly because it's an airport I bought and it's very nicely depicted.
Aerosoft 5778, DFW Terra, runway 36
And we're
left,
gonna do
clear
it
to
in the
West, crossing traffic, wind
732.
35011.
Clear to land, hold short of Zulu, crossing traffic.
Aerosoft 892.
Why don't we go ahead
Cross runway 36 right at Whiskey Lima, then contact ground
into
point,
the
traffic holds in position.
Okay, cross runway
basic
36
fuel
right,
planning, I
Yankee,
guess.
and contact
I usually
ground
do
point
this with the
85,
IXCG because it gives wins, but oops, wrong thing here. Let's see. Some brief. Dispatch. Create a flight. And we'll do United. Apparently United doesn't fly into Dallas Fort Worth very much, or out of.
Alaska 652, the field's 9 o'clock, 12 miles, port at site, come up in 020.
American 399, RNAV 2G, Vine, runway 36 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV 36 right, clear takeoff, right?
Let's see.
Skyway 5320, DFW Terra, runway 36 right, line up and wait. Wait, 36 right, Skyway
Okay,
53.
36 right. We'll go 36 right.
High speed, where you parking?
Echo 2 high speed, we're east side, Charlie
Nope.
Kennedy.
And I'm gonna run 23.
Taxi via Echo and Yankee. Short.
Excuse
Echo
me.
Yankee, hold short 36 right, American 2810.
Envoy 9802, landing traffic. Will hold short of your intersection at Zulu 36 left, taxi to the hangar.
Takeoff 36 left, Zulu to the hangar on board.
Air Shuttle 5778.
American 1622 tower.
You're still clear for the approach.
3000.
Skywest 39.
All right.
American
Get that
1622.
there.
10 left, speed 190,
Let's go ahead and use our ground handling.
24.15. American 1622, tower 124.15.
Skyway 5320, RNAV to Haskell, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
Skywest 3090.
For takeoff, 3 RNAV Haskell, Skywest 5320.
American 1522, DFW tower.
Heading 050.
Short final for what's this one?
Air Shuttle 5780.
1622, runway
Okay.
36 left, cleared to land, wind is 3606.
Skywest 3090, started there, speed 190.
American 387, DFW tower, runway 36 right, line up and wait.
Second right, line up, wait, American 387.
American 2399, contact departure for your patients today.
American 2399, we'll see you. Alaska 652 on the visual 36 left.
Air shuttle.
Alright, what's our zero fuel weight right now? 91881, so 91.8.
Air 778, no delay to Echo 2, traffic inside a mile.
No delay.
Air Shuttle 5780, reduce speed to 190.
190.
Envoy C, reduce speed to 210.
Alaska 652 is cleared to land, runway 36 left.
Skywest 3097, turn left heading 090.
Air shuttle 57 short of runway 36 right at Whiskey Kilo.
Hold short number 4068.
American 387, RNAV to G, Vine, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
So we said 91.8, right?
Right, American 381.
American 2712, DFW, tower, runway 36 right, line up wait.
36 right, line up and wait, American 2712.
Alaska 652, reduced to your final approach speed.
We're
Envoy 0968, 718 3000.
Air shuttle 9810, plan minimum time on the
Air Shuttle 5780, reduce speed to
runway.
Hills 12 o'clock, 15 miles.
What is this do?
Sky 5320, contact departure, good day.
Departure today, Sky 5320.
Full. I don't know. We don't get a number of passengers here, do we?
3097, clear approach 36 left, speed
We have
178
weight of passengers, I guess. Passenger weight. Oh, 85 people. Alright, let's see what happens there.
Runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
85.
So clear for takeoff, American 2712.
Alaska 652, could you accept the inboard?
Cargo.
Alaska 652, change to clear to land runway 36
What's the units
right,
of
traffic
cargo?
departure roll.
Okay, clear land 36 right left.
We have to like look that up. I don't feel like looking that up.
22, are you going east?
Cargo hold
American
5,000
1622, text
pounds.
via Echo Whiskey Juliet, hold short, runway 36 right.
I don't know. Maybe I just put in cargo.
American 387, contact departure, good day.
387, good day.
Speed 178 about it. 170, I think, Mr. again.
Air Shelter 2772, DF3 at Tower, runway 36 left, cleared to
Let's
land.
see what
13408er.
Envoy 4068, send maintain 3000.
Yo, Jack, what's up, man?
397, tower 124.15.
2415, Sky 3090.
How we doing? I was watching the Q400 development taking place.
American 1282, let's dial it back, reduce speed to
I
19.
see the excitement being generated.
Visual 36 left.
3097, DF3 at Tower, runway.
Yeah, doing okay. Got a little time off, taking advantage of it. It's basically been, let's see, I've been getting up in the morning, taking my shower, eating a late breakfast, taking a nap for like 20 minutes, and then doing my thing. Can't get better than that, right? So it's all good. Yeah. Alright, let's see what this gives us. Oh, altitude. We're gonna do, let's do,
3960, you have the field, right?
we'll just do 30,000.
Envoy 3960.
31.
Visual 36 left, speed 190.
Okay. Yeah.
Envoy 3355, DF3 at Tower, runway 36 right, line up and wait, traffic.
Yeah, hopefully, I was trying to find some,
Envoy 4060.
like a video, maybe, that they took. I caught, like, last minute, the part, I didn't fully understand what the part was that you're looking for, because I didn't catch, the whole thing. I was like, oh, let me see if I can find a video in the area of the aircraft. Sometimes you pop into a random video of somebody doing inspection. It happens to catch a clip, a moment of a close-up.
97, start reducing your Alaska 652, contact ground point 85. Air Shuttle 2778, Whiskey Kilo Cross, runway 36 right, give way at Foxtrot, contact ground point 85. American 1622, Whiskey Juliet Cross, runway 36 right, then contact ground point 85. American Local 803, cross, runway 36 right, add
Done.
short, runway 36 left. American 2810, cross, runway 36 right, contact ground point 85.
Cross 36 right, ground point
Alright, so
5, American 2810.
it's looking like they're saying 27.2 with a planned arrival of 8.8 thousand pounds. I don't know if I want that much, but
Land wind 34011.
let's see.
Arrival and from departure information uniforms, current altimeter 3014. And Envoy 3968, say again.
That's topped off there. I think I'll just take 25,000. Alright, I mean, this is already estimating 1,500 miles. I guess this is including basically the flight to the alternate in Canada plus the extra time. So, let's see. It was 27.2.
Shuttle 5772, cross runway 36 right, add with
We'll
speed
take
contact ground point.
25,000. It's good. Cool. It's a chubby aircraft today. It's feeling a little bloated. All right, so we're fueled up. And we got that set the way we want it. Cool. Let me bring up my information. So we're at Echo Gates today because according to FlightAware, the flights today and yesterday, there was only like 2 flights of United at this airport. I should have done an American. But anyway, yeah, and that being said, one of them was at Echo Gate. Both of them were Echo Gates, so everything else is like American Airlines. This is an American airline dominated airport.
Alright, RNAV G-Line, quick takeoff 36 left on board,
36 right.
36 right.
Make 2225 DFW tower, runway 36 right, line up for weight.
Line up for weight on runway 3.
68 knots, connect tower 124.15.
Got 3097, taxi via Echo Golf 8, hold short of runway 36
Make
right.
22, reduce speed 10 knots, contact tower 124.
Sky was 37.
This is an Aerosoft airport. It's
Golf
not
8,
bad.
hold short of runway 36 right. Sky was 3097, read back, hold short instructions.
DFW tower back at 12A36 left, parking on the downside.
Make 1282 DFW tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, wind 020 left 10.
So 936 left, back at 12A2.
Bing. Gate just snapped to us.
Runway 46 DFW tower, runway 36 left, clear to
It's
land,
like
wind 020.
kind of minimally detailed, but it's better than Lego brick.
25, RNAV 2 Haskell, runway 36 right, clear. Takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 36 right, RNAV pass. 225.
American 743 DFW tower, runway 36 right, line up for weight.
Line up 36 right, American 743.
Runway 3355, connect departure, see ya.
We'll see you at 3355.
Ooh, got some chirping birds. Sounds like summer, which I'm looking forward to.
36 right, whiskey, kilo.
I'm basically looking forward to one major snowstorm and then summer.
Bank 743, RNAV G-Line, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV G-Line, takeoff 36 right,
Oh, look at all this clutter. Some of the static vehicles here mixing in.
Bank 2225, connect departure.
American 2225.
All right, we're in the airplane.
Thunderwing 618, DFA 36 right, line up.
Thunderwings.
Underboy 36 right,
Is that what he said? Thunderwings? Let's see, which one do I have to do now? Oh, I guess the right one. Cool.
3097, cross runway 36 right at Golf 8, contact ground point 85, good day.
Let's check our audio levels here.
Shuttle 5780, cross runway
Forgot to
36
do
right
that.
at Whiskey Kilo, contact ground point 85, good day. Runway 3968, taxi Echo down to Whiskey Juliet, hold short of runway 36 right.
Juliet, short of 36 right on way out there.
Break 743, connect departure, see ya.
Departure today, American 7.
Battery zone.
143.
Position.
And DFM Tower, Scott 682.
Oh.
Visual approach from 36 west.
Gusted 682 DFW tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, wind 350 at Niner.
Alright, clear to land, 36 left, Scott 682.
Thunderwing 618, RNAV 2 Haskell, runway 36 right, clear before takeoff.
RNAV Haskell, quick takeoff 36 right. Make a 172, slipper screw left.
Smoke Blade 03, I didn't forget about you yet. Just kind of a tight final. I should get one here shortly for you. So thanks for your patience. 46D, hold short of runway 36 right, Whiskey Kilo.
Hold short 36 right, Whiskey Kilo on board 4060.
Back 2357, DFA 36 right, line of blade traffic to the cross.
Copy, line of way, 36 right, 2357.
Sky was 5682. You're still clear to land runway 36 left, but hold short of taxi.
Alright, got some power available.
Alright, clear land 36 left is Scott.
Let's go ahead and put this to the on position.
Cross 36 right on 4060.
And we'll do yellow damper, galley,
Cross 36 right, Whiskey Juliet.
equipment, no smoking, fasten seatbelts, window heat. There, and then we got our fan back, you bleed 31,000. Destination elevation is 650.
2357 RNAV to Haskell, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to Haskell, clear takeoff 36 right, American 2357.
Okay. About there. About there.
Hold short at Yankee.
Out there.
American 1282, yeah, Yankee works, hold short of runway 36 right, Yankee.
Pressure 3014. Okay.
1505 DFW Tower, runway 36 right, line up and wait.
We'll need about 2 minutes.
And no need for comms, but we do need some navs. So our departure is the Texoma. And we're going to take off 36. I don't know. We're going to do either 36 left or right. Instructions are to climb.
Tower on board 3366, visual.
Initial climb 340 degrees. Oh, this is kind of interesting here. It says this here, initial climb 340 on this side and 005. So I'm wondering why it says it for both here. Any other information? Up here? Nope. But that's okay. We'll just go with... Yeah, this makes sense to diverge them. But okay. So for now, let's just get some freaks. We need 15.7. And we're gonna do the Tulsa. So 15.7 and Tulsa 14.4. 15.7 and 14.4. We'll put 14.4. And then after Tulsa. So here's our routing basically. It's of course got a little diversion in there because I like the ortho in this stretch. And then coming up here, the ortho's been really nice. So, yeah, it should be visually appealing for us. We'll do some Gavik. Rasta departures. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It makes sense that it's a... I mean, yeah, the vectors on the... Yeah, that's a Japanese symbol for vectors, but these are the initial turns that are being depicted. So, anyway. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I'm being a spaz. Okay. Alright. Never mind. Both of the 3.6s go 3.4s. I forgot that even though these runway headings are identical, these are probably 3.5 left and right. Or 3.5 left and 3.5 center. This is probably 3.5 right. And this is 3.6 left and right. Alright. Makes sense now. Scratch that.
172, cross runway 36 right, give way to the E175 north on Foxtrot, and contact ground 185.
Okay.
Clear shuttle 57, actually, 50, runway 36 right, line up away, full crossing traffic.
Hey, line of away, 36 right, or so, step 14.
Noogie. Okay. So, where was I? We were doing frequencies.
36 right, 30, 366.
Read the routing on the plate. Vectors to the departure gate. On the plate. I'll have another look. Just one sec. Pick 5G. Stand by. Let's check it out. Let's see. What am I on? I gotta put that high. Tulsa and then Butler 15-9.
Shuttle 5814, RNF2B Park, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
RNF2B Park, that was that Haskell, or RNF to Haskell, and clear for takeoff.
Sorry about that, it is RNF to Haskell, clear for takeoff 36 right.
Okay, RNF to Haskell, 36 right.
Alright, wait a minute. You're saying vectors to the departure. I'm not sure what you mean by departure gate. I mean, you want me to look at the gate diagram? But yeah, I know. It says here, routing. Okay. So unless I'm seeing something different, this is how it should work. Runway, which is 3.6 left and right. Climb on a 3.4 heading. So that's without vectors. That's the instruction that you're going to do. Alright. Then the routing after you're airborne. Alright, basically expecting above 400 AGL. Since FA typically doesn't want you turning before that. IFR is, I think even VFR too. But 340, then vectors, which is expect vectors to appropriate route unless otherwise advised, maintain 10,000. Expect the blah blah blah. And then we'll do that. Are we in agreement on that, or am I missing something?
567, cross runway 36 left, 36 right, and switch back to ground 185.
36 left, 36 right, back 85.
Runway 4062, cross runway Whiskey Kilo, contact ground 185, clear.
Yeah, exactly. So what I was commenting back to myself when I was correcting myself was, I was staring at this and I was confused for a minute. Because I sort of just brain farted and looked at this as 3.6 left and 3.6 right. And when I saw the 3.6 left and right and it said climb 340, I was like, well, wait a minute, but 3.6 right says 005. Whereas, it was my own mistake. If we look at the airport diagram, 3.6 left and right is on this side. And then the right side grouping is 3.5 left and center. So that's where I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh. You know what I mean? So. Cool. So we have our freak set. Then let's see, we got comms, no need. Navs, no need. ADFs, no NDBs, thankfully today. Then we'll come up here and we'll look at this, and we have a 15 set. So our bugs are already set. We're gonna put this. Whoa! I guess because I'm really heavy, it's putting it as 230. I've never seen it do that. That's pretty wild. And then, so we have that set. Yep, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Jeffords. Exactly. I'm just gonna basically, that's typically what I'll do on a, if I'm not flying on Pilot Edge. I don't do FlyJSim yet, but same thing. I'll just give myself a vector. So, we got our bugs set and speakers are set. HSIs. So we said before that it's the 360 radial out of Ranger, and then it's going to be a course of 021 inbound on the 201 to Tulsa. So we'll put in 360 and 021. 360 021.
Polaris 5982, DSW tower runway 36 left, clear to land.
Okay. This will be ending up on 340. What is the runway heading here anyway? 356.
Yeah, we still don't have our numbers yet. You want to pull over somewhere?
No, there's
Okay.
not very many coming out behind you, so you can just stay.
Alright, so what do we have? We got our heading, altitude, 10,000. And anything else? No, we can do our pushback, guys. Although let's enjoy the visual stimulation of our vehicles vacating. Although I probably should have left these two off, since the static vehicles are going to kind of ruin the immersion. But oh well. Watch this gas truck's driving skills. It's going to back away but not hit the catering truck. Good man. That would be a flammable mistake. Let's close that gate. Pick up 5. No, I didn't put it in. Do you fly on FS Cloud? I'll keep that in mind next time.
South 3028 DFW tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, wind 3409er.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll do that next time. If you want to fly together.
Easy 42, cross runway 31 left, Alpha 6.
I gotta figure out what's up with it, though. It's been slamming my frame rates, and I think a few people commented that it doesn't do that for them. So, I don't know. Don't hit my wing.
Polaris 5982, Whiskey Lima Cross, runway in contact ground point 85.
Gotta test something. I'm gonna see if I activate the brake. Does it make the truck disappear? Yeah, it does. Alright, let's know that for next time. Alright. Doors and hatches closed, ready to connect. What is that? What do they say? Is doors and, I think, hatches, they say.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Alright, we're Echo. We're gonna head south to go take off to the north.
Dig 553 tower.
Which 553 is on?
Envoy 3805, reach approach direct.
Let's see.
Dig 553, turn right at Whiskey, pop runway 36 right.
Okay,
off away.
yeah, let's put ourselves here.
Stop line up at runway 36 right for 553.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
We got the Formula One cart today.
With 3769, cross runway 36 right at Whiskey, Kilo, then contact ground point 85, see ya.
Oh yeah, that's for sure, Jeffords.
American 2767, turn left heading 020 to join your final and maintain 170 knots or greater to bottom.
Pointed to join the final 170 greater, American 27.
American 27, appreciate it, tower 124.15.
2415, we'll see you, American 767. Back 2767, visual 36 left.
2767, DFW tower, run with left.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Back 2767.
93, reach speed of 170, the field off your left, 12 miles, port at site, clearance in just a moment.
Max Seldom, how's it going?
Left heading 2736 right, clear for takeoff.
Left 27036 right for takeoff with 553.
Winching strap and adapter in position.
DFW tower, runway
Release
36
parking
right,
brake
off away.
when ready to start pushback.
Air Lineage B, reach approach 36 left. Delta 2593, clear approach 3, turn left heading 020 to join. Delta 2593, reach speed of 170 to bottom.
Iowa Scotsman, how's it
Starting
going?
pushback, and you may start engine.
Anti-collision. Almost forgot that. Hey, Mickey.
Yeah, what,
Good
3028
dog.
at Whiskey Lima, cross runway 36 right, then contact ground point 85.
Alright, pushing back. Pump's coming on. Backs off.
Air Lineage 30, flying
Alright, start valves open. We got some into movement. Some oil pressure building.
Delta 2593, contact tower 1.
Dig 553, connect departure 118.1.
118.1 with 553.
There's 20%.
Hey, Delta 2593.
Clear 5 Tango Tango, RNF 2 Haskell, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff. 593 DFW tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, wind 350 at 8.
This tower 629 heavy. Thanks.
American 629 heavy, runway 36 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 36 right, American 629 heavy.
Air Lineage 3970, proceed direct to Char.
Sofrin, how's it going?
Envoy 3805, maintain 3000.
Sun hitting on us on this angle looks really cool, doesn't it?
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Make 229 heavy, RNF 2
Oh, nice, Iowa. That's awesome. You guys gonna stream that or what?
Right, American 629
I might have to join in on that.
Turbulent heavy, 7 departing parallel. Clear 5 Tango Tango, connect departure.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Can't sleep on the right. We'll see you
Nice,
next time,
Iowa.
and have a safe flight.
Thank you, Brett. There she goes. Let's get that stabilized trim. Oh, you know what? I prematurely did that. I should have done this stuff first.
Runway 3805, visual 36 left.
With 3805, DFW Tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, wind 3608.
Yeah, that's that'll be entertaining. Anytime you do a first new challenge on the stream, of course, in addition, that's risky and fun all at the same time, you know? Alright, so let's just verify. So we're down here at the Echo gates. Let's see, which chart was that? I think it might have been this one. Okay. And we're gonna do, actually we're gonna do 3-6. So I probably should have pushed back the other way, but it's okay. We're over here. Oh, if I want to get to this side, I guess I gotta go around, huh? Logically, it would make sense if we just took off on 3-5 left. So, maybe we'll just do that. Okay. Either way, the heading is the same. 3-5 left. So, we'll clear ourselves to 3-5 left. We'll come down. Let's see, this is Lima, Kilo. So we're going to go down Kilo. Invader, hey, how's it going? Excuse me. So we got the ramp like Kilo 10 to Kilo. Yeah, come on down.
Linear 3970 DFW Tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, wind 340 left.
Oh yeah. There's Kilo 10. We'll make a left here. Spot 45. Like a lot of spots here. Good. And then just enjoy afternoon. A little flying. Excuse me.
Boy, 3524, good afternoon, visual 18, approach 36 left.
Runway 3524 DFW Tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, clear with 771 heavy.
36 left, clear to land on 1 6 left, front door. American 25, guys.
2599, runway 36 right, line up and wood.
Runway 36 right, American 2599.
Up at 3805, cross runway 36 right at Whiskey Lima, contact ground 185.
Whiskey Lima, 25, short miles at west.
Alright, and we're going to take that on to, well, basically all the way down. Oh, you don't like old airplanes? Oh, man, they're so much fun to fly.
Bank 2599, RNF 2 Haskell, runway 36 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNF to Haskell, clear for takeoff, 36 right, American 25.
American 7 opening 100, heading 9648, connect tower, 184.15.
That they do. That they do. Okay.
Bank 2599, connect departure, good day.
If it's not the Concorde, then it's not worth flying. Hey, you know, there's supposed to be a Concorde for X-Plane sometime soon. I've seen some cool pictures of the panel. Who makes it? They make an F-18 for X-Plane, apparently. But it was some pretty cool screenshots. Oh wow, some of this came all the way by itself to 220. Alright, we'll do that. Excuse me. Alright, so let's give ourselves a quick brief for the departure again. We're going to take off 35 left. And we're going to then climb on 005. And we'll vector ourselves to this 360 radial. And then fly the departure as routed. Okay. Top altitude of the departure is 10,000. We'll clear ourselves higher. We'll take it up to Tulsa. We should use some nice ortho along the way as we get further north. Initially out of Texas, it's sort of bland, the ortho source, but, you know, it is what it is. But once we get up this way, it should be better. Got a little bit of commotion with my dogs in the background. Stand by.
Runway 36 right.
Boy 3701, 36 left, go back to the station.
3701, DFW Tower, runway 36 left, clear to land, halfway turbulent from the heavy Boeing 787, that's the following, and we are 5.5 Charleston, 340 at 10.
Thank you, sir. Clear to land, 36 left on board 3701.
Skywest 2993, RNF 2, G-line, runway 36 right there.
136 right, RNF, G-line, clear for takeoff, Skywest 2993.
I would personally recommend 32 if you can afford it, and fast RAM if you can get it. So you want, yeah, 16 is a minimum, I would say. I mean, the specs might even say lower than that, but you can go with that. And then I would also consider to get on your video card 8 gigabytes at the minimum. If you can get your hands on an 11 gigabyte card, that would be even better. Unfortunately, it's becoming an expensive option because the 1080 Ti is harder to find. So X-Plane does like to eat up RAM, but you can get away with 8. But I wouldn't get less than that if you can afford that. All right, guys, turn your volume up and prepare for blast off. Power set. 80 knots. V1 and rotate. Positive rate, here's coming up. Through 400. Let's go to 005. Through 1,000. Let's go to 92%. Acceleration. Flaps are at 10. 5, come through 170. We can go flaps 2. Through 180, flaps 1. 190, we'll go to 200. Let's bring flaps up. Let's see, the fuel elevation once again was 607, so we'll take this up to 3,600 before accelerating at 250. ATC says turn left heading 330, join the departure. Okay, let's go to 250. Let's go there. I should go here at this point. Go to IS at this point. I'm going to rewind time just a little bit. Get that ortho nice and bright up there. Enjoy the view. This is taking its sweet time coming in. We'll take a little bit more of an aggressive intercept. Yeah, 576, climb maintain, flight level 310. Now we're coming through 10. Start acceleration, 280. And at this point we can go to off and enjoy another flyby. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna let's see, we had do here.
Okay, 170 to 5, I'm going clear visual, 36 left, American 60 heavy.
And we'll kill that for now. Did I kill the wrong one? Ah, I wanted to get rid of the other one. Alright. It's alright. No problem. Nope. I think I was listening to this one.
Familiar with it, just north of you there, 4 miles. Rounding westbound to 2000.
Alright, so basically we're coming up the Tulsa transition to Noogie.
Probably 3394, clear direct charge, center maintain 4000.
Clear charge, 4,000.
American 386 Romeo's direct cut. We're out of
386 Romeo, heavy regional approach. Good afternoon. Expect 36 left.
expecting 36 left. 386.
Probably 3394, reduce speed to 210.
Speed 210, envoy 3390.
American 386 Romeo, heavy, clear direct char.
Direct char now for American 386.
I wonder if along that route there's like broiled another fix. Direct char, report over broiled. Got to be near or above 18 at this point. Here it is. 29902.
American 2483, approach runway 36 left, maintain 170 knots until Bobbin.
170 to Bob, clear to business.
American 386 Romeo heavy, center maintain 4000.
Down to 4,000.
That's a
now
nice
for
view.
American.
Just enough clouds. Got a river looping around here, highway.
American 2483, contact tower 124.15.
Let's see if we can identify what it is.
450,
Probably 3394, DFW's 1 o'clock and 12 miles.
Feels inside on my
Probably 3394, clear visual approach runway 36 left, when able reduce speed to 190.
Maybe this.
Clear visual 36 left, slow to 190.
Let's see if this is the Canadian River.
American 386 Romeo heavy, reduce speed to 210.
Kanawha
Slowing to 210
power
now
plant,
for
little
American
lake there. I don't know, maybe. Let's see. We got the river here. And then that might be the Kanawha, and if there's a little lake here, then that would be the case. There's a lake there. Wait for this cloud to go by. Well, there's a lake over there, but that might be a little too far to the north compared to what we were seeing. So another quick look. Actually, it was to the right. There's a little, I don't think I'm interpreting that one right.
Runway 3394, turn right heading 330 to join final, maintain 170 knots or greater till Bobbin.
330 to join, 170 or greater to Bobbin.
Excuse me. This is a pretty decent sized lake here. City, highway. Let's see what's out this side.
American 2460 out of 7,000, direct cut, 36 left.
American 2460, regional approach, good afternoon, reduce speed to 230.
230 down, American 2460.
Highway 3394, contact tower 124, have a good day.
Should gotta be careful we didn't overshoot our turn.
386 Romeo Heavy, DFW.
We might have done that. No, 90 miles out. DME, I doubt we got that far. 65 miles out.
Intercept the localizer at Char.
So our turn, that'll kind of help us get a clue.
Intercept the localizer at Char and follow the 1980 for American.
This is at 90, I think. So we're somewhere, I think we're seeing this. Yeah, that makes sense. We saw this. We saw Marietta, so that was the little town with no lake near it. And then we're seeing the Lake Murray, and then the bigger city called Ardmore. So this is Ardmore, Lake Murray.
American 2460,
little airport between
Ardmore
and the lake.
Correction, descend to maintain 4,000, reduce speed to 210.
So that's this Ardmore Downtown Executive, where all their executives fly in and out of. Can't help but not think of JSNAP whenever I hear of any kind of executive airport now these days.
American 386 Romeo, you can turn right heading 330 to join final there, and maintain 170 knots or greater till bobbin.
Heading 330 to 180 knots to bobbin.
So this is slowly coming in. Tulsa, which is a good 140 miles away.
Delta 1268, when able, reduce speed to 1.
Speed to 190, that's close.
American 2460, reduce speed to 190.
190 knots, that's close.
American 386 Romeo Heavy, contact tower 1.15, good day.
12415 for American 386.
American 1225, 65 back.
American 1225, regional approach, good afternoon, expect 36 left.
36 left, okay.
American 2460 DFW is 10 o'clock, 15
So,
miles.
pretty good amount of water out there.
American 2460 approach, runway 36 left, reduce speed to 170.
Slow to 170, clear visual approach, 36 left, American 2460.
Delta 1268, turn left heading 0.
Left turn 090, that's close.
Alright.
American 1225, center maintain 4,000.
So we gotta be at the point where we gotta turn by now. Yep.
Delta 1268, turn left heading 020, DFW is 10 o'clock, 8 mile.
Left turn 0, back up, close.
That's 1268, caution right turn to the heavy 777, short final, clear visual approach, runway 36 left.
Clear visual 36 left, Delta 12.
Wait, what am I doing? 14. Why did I switch that one? It's fast. Okay, 14.4, and this going 15.9. Yeah.
Delta 1268, maintain 170 knots or greater until bobbing, contact tower 124.15, good day.
Whoa, what the hell did I just do? It's like I turned my neck too much and flipped my head over.
Star 729 heavy, center maintain 7,000.
Tango maintain 7,000.
American 2460, maintain 170 knots to bobbing, contact tower 124.15, good day.
170 to bob at 2450.
American 1220.
That way when X-Plane does that weird lighting thing, maybe the panel will still be a little more lit.
0 to join and build the site, American 12.
1225, clear visual approach, runway 36 left.
Clear for the visual 36 left, American 12.
442 knot ground speed. Clouds. If you guys don't mind a little, even though it's clearing up over there, we'll just go ahead and enjoy the view. One of my crazy dog. Well, that is my crazy dog. No, it's not so crazy.
Chat 66, approach, good afternoon, expect 36 left, center maintain 3,000.
3,000.
It's all right, Nikki. Yeah.
Qatari 729 heavy, center maintain 6,000.
She bugs out every time somebody's at the door until they come in, of course.
Rook 15 on board 11,000, 7,000.
Runway 3498, approach, 36 left.
Alright, cool. So now we're coming up this way. I got this river passing underneath, little lake. This is what I thought we were at before. I don't know if that's what it is now, though. I think that's it here. Yeah, so here's this river. Swinging up, this little town and lake, power plant. This another power plant looking thing. And there it is.
Qatari 729 heavy, turn right heading 270 at 4,000.
Right heading 270.
So power plant looking thing right in the nook.
1225, connect
Is this a nook or a cranny? I don't know. And Kanawha roadway passing underneath. Stick our face up against the glass without putting a big cheek print on it. Your dog is, yeah.
49 heavy approach.
Yeah, for sure, Delta Tango. I know. It's the pluses are
turn right heading 280,
definitely outweighing the annoyance of it, right? Just knowing that someone's at the door or on the property.
Chad 626, unable to reduce speed to 190, customer turbulence following a heavy 777.
The only, you know what it is with her, I wish I could get her voice like adjusted, you know, like a little surgery. You could do those vocal cords to either make it a little bit, like just it hits a frequency that kills my ears. There's a pill you could take for that or something, you know. Obviously that's not the case, but got a few cities out here. So that should show up as these Seminole, Shawnee. Kind of following this railroad track.
Sorry, Sonny, I can't understand you. Say again.
Any speed, Qatari 729 heavy.
Sorry, 729 heavy. Report DFW in sight and maintain 170 knots or greater till Bobbin.
Inside, 17 on the Bobby Qatari 729 heavy.
Sorry, 729 heavy. 170 or greater to Bobbin. Your clear visual approach 36 left.
Clear visual 36 left, 120 above Bobby Qatari 729 heavy.
Speaking of people knocking on doors or unwelcome at the doors, a lot of videos I see on the news now where people are coming up to a door and stealing packages, and they have that video doorbell, the Ring video doorbell is what it's called. Man, what a great tool that is. And it's great because the person's yelling through the speaker, "What are you doing here? What are you doing with those packages?" We just had it on the news last night, I think it was, or the day before. A lady went chasing after another woman who was trying to steal stuff off their doorstep.
729 heavy, contact tower 125, good day.
2415 Qatari 729 heavy.
There's another river.
Chad 626, reduce speed to 170.
This highway out of that further town. And this, if we were to look, this highway, this river.
270.
Right here, 270 on way 3498.
This must be that North Canadian river.
37 heavy approach, good afternoon, 4000.
4000,
Or part of it, obviously. Oh no, I didn't see that. Same concept, like a booby trap box where somebody tries to steal it.
Chad 626, reduce speed to 1 clear.
That's pretty cool.
36 left.
Visual approach 36 left and go to 170 knots.
Let's adjust our camera so we can only see the green.
Highway 3498, tend to maintain 3000.
3000 on board 3498.
Traffic, you need to turn towards the airport. It's traffic 12 o'clock and 4 miles opposite direction. Embraer, following you.
Okay, turn towards.
Negative 49 heavy, tend to maintain 3000.
3000, 49 heavy.
Highway 3498, reduce speed to 170.
17498.
That's
626, maintain 160 knots, so Bobbin, contact tower 124.15, good day.
So does he open it on the guy's doorstep, or it's when the guy take it home or whatever?
American 37 heavy, 1 able to reduce speed to 190, turn 10 degrees right.
Get right, 190 on the speed, American 37 heavy.
American 37
Should have adjusted
heavy,
to point
altitude maintain 6,000.
70.
American
Just roll it back a little to help us get that last 2,000 feet. No kidding.
Highway 3498, turn right heading 330, report DFW in sight.
330 with the airport side on 13498.
Highway 3498, clear visual approach, runway 36 and 170 knots to Bobbin.
Clear for visual 36 left, 170 to Bobbin and greater on way 3498.
I hope he can do it anonymously, because these days that guy would end up probably getting arrested. Even though whoever stole the package totally deserved it, you know.
37.
You can't take the law into your own hands. New 787 on the Oyster. Oh, that's cool. Is it from the same company that was making the previous one? I thought it was. I don't know. I was listening to someone's chat. They were talking a little bit about whatever 787 is currently available and something about a new release coming out. I don't know if it's the same one or not. Go ahead, Delta Tango. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I won't watch it now, but I'll probably check it out later, but I'm sure some people might be interested.
American 49 Heavy, turn right heading 330, DFW, 3 o'clock, 11 miles.
330 on the heading, we got still beside American 49 Heavy.
American 49 Heavy, clear visual approach, runway 36, 19 0 knots.
Alright, clear for the visual, 36 left, 190 on the speed, American 49 Heavy.
American 37 Heavy, turn right heading 270, 10 miles.
Alright, 270, 3000, American 37 Heavy.
Magnite. Yeah, actually, that was yesterday. Somebody was... Actually, I did. I lied. I clicked on it. Let's see.
Brickyard 3433, checking out out of 6.
Brickyard 3433, regional approach, runway 36 left, center maintain.
You even put a
maintain
spray in there? Oh my god.
American 49 Heavy, maintain 170 knots until Bobbin, contact tower 115, good day.
170 to Bobbin, 2415, American 49.
What? Oh no, this is. I'm just listening because I'm off network. I don't have FlyJSim yet. I haven't done it yet, but I have just live ATC.net running in the background. Hey, Hawaiian hippie, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I just heard Iowa was saying that you guys were gonna do some flying in a couple days. So that's exciting.
If you need a heading towards the airport.
Yeah, we got 3 feet.
American 48 regional approach, clear direct heading.
Here's my routing if you want to follow along with the logic of what we're doing. I'm doing, let's see.
American 37 Heavy, contact tower 124.15, good day.
415 American 37 Heavy, good day.
I 433, cross
could have sworn that Vinny had a...
3433.
Ooh, I forgot to take out the... I forgot to take out the... Well, we'll call it direct. There's a GPS waypoint, an RNAV waypoint. Here, let's get rid of that. So 110 miles. We'll go direct. We'll go on the 047 radial out of Roberts at this point. And then we'll have Gifford tuned in on the nav too. Once we pick it up, we'll fly inbound. Okay. we are coming up on this one.
Travel 12 o'clock, 3 miles, southeastbound Skylane, 2000 VFR.
Looking for 3433.
Alright, so after Tulsa, we're going to go outbound on the 018. So let's go ahead and plop that in there.
Heading 090, reduce speed to 190.
090, slow to 190, back here 3433.
I should have just had this set up like that, but CRJ 200 or the MD 80. That's cool. Both of them people like a lot. I don't have the CRJ, but I do have the Rotate MD 88, and that one I know is relatively up to date on X-Plane 11. Their last update was 1.43, I think, not too long ago. The CRJ, I'm not sure to what extent.
American 408, turn left heading 020, extend and maintain 3000.
So that might be a consideration, but I think it works. Well, you might want to do reading on it, though, before you spend the money on it. Alright, we just passed the VOR.
American 3433, turn left heading 020, DFW is 9 o'clock and 10 miles.
Alright, 02, inside 3433.
Repair 3433, clear visual approach runway 36 left, maintain 170 knots until bobbing.
We're doing about 0.74 and slowly creeping up, so let's put this now that we're at cruise.
American 408, DFW
Let's try 87% for a little while and see how we do there.
408, clear visual approach runway 36 left, enable reduce near 0.
Clear the visual to 36 left, 190 on speed, 40.
Exactly B2. That's why the MD-88 would logically be a better choice, but I've seen people flying it in X-Plane 11,
Speed
so.
to discretion, just maintain 3000. Regard 3433, contact tower 124.15, good day.
2450, sector.
How you doing, B2?
Southeastbound Skylane 2000, actually indicating 1,800 VFR.
Sorry, Mike Portrait.
Alright, now that we're outbound, we're going to check out, what's the next VOR? 139 miles away, so let's call the halfway about 69.5. That's Butler, 15.9. So we'll put that, I already have it dialed in on the nav too, let's just activate it. Yeah, the MD-80 is definitely cool. The only thing I had to do on that airplane was fly, I probably spent like an hour just cruising around offline, no ATC stuff, getting used to the autopilot, like just changing altitudes, doing some takeoff and landings, and then doing changes in altitude, climbs to altitudes and descents. Because in that airplane, what I kept doing was I would set a new altitude, but I wouldn't arm the altitude it was going to, so I would descend right through the altitude. I made that mistake so many times in it. You know, once you get used to how that logic and that one works, you're pretty good to go. The VNAV is awesome in it. It's probably like, you know, as far as RNAVing around, I'd say it's one of the best accurate vertical navigation as far as descending on arrivals and stuff. The L-1011, that would be a cool aircraft. Alright, so this one needs to be on 020.
American 152, turn left heading 090.
090, American 1.
So, Hawaiian, I don't know to what extent you fly VOR, but with this airplane, the logic I use is Nav 1 is what I'm doing now, and Nav 2 is what I'm doing next. So we just crossed Tulsa, and we're going outbound on J87 on the 0 and 8. And the next VOR is Butler, but we're going to be riding inbound on the 200. And we basically will typically switch over at the halfway point. Always at the halfway point, unless it's depicted otherwise. So I set up the inbound course. You can only go two ways, right? You can, if on the 200 ready, they can go 200 degrees outbound, or the opposite direction, 180 degrees less, is 020. So that's why we have 020 set up here.
Contact tower 124.15 today.
Cool. Nice, yeah. And then at this point, I have a leftover space I can set up here. So I might as well put the next one in. Save my workload. And technically, since I'm not going to turn at the VOR, I'm going to use J24. At Drivel, I'm going to use the one that's closer here, Kansas City 1325. So we'll put that there. And I can actually, let's see, 14.4, 15.9, 15.9, and 13.25. Yeah. Calculating sense, I just use a rule of thumb. Basically, a lot of people use that one where, like, I'm going to get, let's say I go 31,000 down to 10,000 on an arrival. So it's 21,000 feet to lose. So just chop off the 3 zeros. So you got 21 to lose, right? 21 times 3 is 63. So about 63 miles out. Sometimes I like to add 10 miles to that just to give myself. And that's based on in this airplane, setting this bug to 280 and then using the indicated airspeed pitch command. I just pull the power back to idle, and then the airplane will adjust its pitch to maintain the 280 on the way down. So in idle descent, it'll establish itself about 2,000 feet per minute. And yeah, it works pretty well. And then if I'm a little, if through some experience, you start to say, oh, I don't think I'm going to make that. Then I just throw out some spoilers. Or if I'm in P and I know I'm not going to make it, I just call and say unable to make that crossing restriction before they come back to me and tell me you should have done that. Let's try put it at 90. Let's do a flyby.
Runway 3843, approach, hello, 361.
I feel bad doing flybys in this 11.26 now that those more sexy contrails are out in the beta series. It's a pilot nav, but it has some initial vectors, like vectors to get you. I'm pretty sure, actually. Hold on, I should. Sometimes the Jeppesen ones will look, and I'm pretty sure it is a pilot nav. But like it has some initial vectors, and then you're on your own once on course. So yeah, it has. Anytime they use the word transition, and you have fileable transitions, text5.irw, text5.rolls. So that's usually a pilot nav. But it does require an initial vector, to get you on. But we're seeing as opposed to I saw one in here earlier.
Runway 3843, center maintain 3000, maintain speed.
Wait, these are arrivals, so... Let's see, I'll show you. Thought I saw one here earlier. The Jackie 7. This is a traditional vector departure. So it has like an initial routing that you'll do on your own. And then after that, they'll vector you to one of these fixes
Approach. Good afternoon, center maintain
to
5000.
then resume on navigation. Alright, we are more than halfway, so let's switch this to 020. Oh, here's the other trick too. If you use... Here, I'll give you an example. So, I like to just do manual heading mode, just because it keeps me requiring to stay with the airplane. But, quite often, you might use the VOR. Alright? Okay, now... The next radar we're taking inbound is the 200 into the next VOR. So what I have to do is I have to switch over to 15.9, and I have to switch this to 020. If at this point, since the autopilot is tracking and keeping this centered for me, if I switch this to 020, the airplane wants to turn for me. Okay? Or, if I switch this to 15.9, it's basically going to do the same thing also because it deflected. So I really don't want to do that.
4,000, speed your discretion.
So we'll let that stabilize itself again for a minute. Zip Gaming. Yeah, it's definitely a good option. Alright, so what you do in this scenario is just before you switch, put your heading bug as close as you can to what it is. Whoops. Switch over to heading select.
Runway 3843,
Then
11 o'clock, 12 miles.
Do your VOR switch.
Runway 3843, clear visual approach. Runway 38,
And your OBS setting. Okay. And then you switch back to VOR local mode. And it still might do a slight adjustment, but it'll be much less intense.
Thank you.
So.
404, clear direct char, reduce speed to 230.
Ooh, oh, nice. Awesome. You know, for a 1/200 scale, $120 rare model, that's not too bad. Better. I have way too many 1/200 scale models. I love collecting them.
Runway 3843, maintain 170 knots or greater until bobbin. Contact tower 124.15. Good day.
Zip Gaming. So yeah, what you'll see that might later make up for, and currently does. When you think of X-Enviro, which right now we're all waiting to see for the X-Enviro fans like myself, is to see what 1.10 will bring, because we already spent our $70. Okay. However, right now, Active Sky is basically providing you with a weather tool. Basically a weather engine. Some people get all wound up over, is it an injector, is it this? I'm not even going to go there. Okay, whatever it is, it seems like it's doing what it's supposed to do nicely. And it's just providing that. When they come out with their own cloud art in a year, that'll probably be another $30. So essentially it will be the same price as X-Enviro if you want all the bells and whistles with it, which understandably you probably would, because Active Sky and their cloud art in P3D looks pretty kick-ass to me. So if you're a fan of that tool and their clouds, then understandably you'll be spending the same amount of money. So X-Enviro is just basically already there in their development. You know, they provide clouds and they provide a weather engine. If you buy Active Sky alone, you can you're free to use any of the other standard clouds it comes with, so it's $40 for you. Or if you choose to buy some of the aftermarket payware clouds, then you might be in the similar ballpark. But it does look... I'm tempted to check it out, but I feel like 1.10 is going to come out soon enough. I might just hold off.
2404, clear visual approach runway 36 left, reduce speed to 190.
Yeah, Hawaiian, I started in 1400 because the 1400s are very nice also. Like the 1500s back when I started collecting them they've gotten a lot better in detail, but I think back then it was, you know, they looked kind of odd. Their modeling wasn't as good, but the 1400 scale started to look really accurate. But even the 1500 has gotten a lot better. But yeah, the 1400s are really nice. I started that on those, and then I discovered 1200 Hogan, which makes plastic models, and those have gotten really good for plastic models and are less expensive. The painted ones are pretty awesome. But then I got into the die cast. I was like, oh man. Oh yeah, I know better. You just gotta keep an eye out also on what's coming down the line. My favorite ones are Gemini Jets. JC Wings is really good quite often. In-Flight 200, I like their 747s and their 777s. And so if you want to break into some less expensive 1/200 scale Hawaiian, then check out Hogan Wings. They're plastic model. They even make metal ones too, but their plastic ones are less expensive and they're really quite nice. And you know, it's snapped together. The wings you just pressure fit. You don't need any glue. Occasionally, if you ever need glue because of loose fitting part, you just use white glue. Don't use crazy. Because if it falls off a shelf, you want it to separate at that joint and not break. Crazy glue will force it to break, basically. It'll be too strong. And,
Shuttle 5853,
hey, Big Mouth, what's going on?
Alright, Otis.
So,
yeah. Reduce speed to 170.
First Officer Malky, what's going on? Thank you very much for following. Appreciate it. See, what's our... Did I put in the next turn? I don't even know if I ever did. I did not. Being a bad whiskey pilot. Alright, oh yeah, we gotta make this turn. No. Sorry, we're gonna go 031 outbound. So normally I would have switched that already at the halfway point. So that's the other thing too that I should have done. At the halfway point between the two VORs, switch to what the outbound would be after finishing the inbound. Just as a situational awareness. GA. So GA with 1/200, they're really tiny if you want to keep scale. There's and there's not a lot of them. I think Gemini Jets does make like a 172, just so you can have some small little models next to your airliners. But as far as die cast, like you'd probably want to get something in like a 148 scale to see some details. I just don't know what manufacturers are popular in that. And then we have a 1325 here. And there it goes, so we're going to go 031,
maintain 170 knots, still bobbing.
031. Go like another 04 or 1. Should come right back in pretty quick. A lot of fighters are, yeah, 172. You know what I never did? I'm so not used to using my center tanks that I never turned on the pumps. That's pretty bad.
353, contact KDFW tower 124.15 today.
Although, yeah, it looked like it already finished draining. Alright, we're good. Yeah. There's, so a website that I go on, DAC, just type in DAC diecast. If you do a search on that, it'll take you to a website. It's a forum, and I just have the 1/200 scale forums bookmarked. And that's a pretty good source to see, like, they'll post the future releases of all the manufacturers. Okay, so we're outbound on the 031. Now we're going to set up the nav 2 for what we're doing next. So it's going to be 1325. So this one's a little different because we're not going to a VOR, we're going to a fix. So it's Kansas City, 1325, and it's the 091 radial at Drivel. So we're currently on the 031 out of Butler, and they're going to turn onto the 091 out of Kansas City. So we did 1325 before. Now we just got to dial in the 091. Alright, and also we have a spot left open for a frequency. So let's go ahead and tune in the next one, which is Cardinal on 1645.
American 9653, reduce speed to 210. Shuttle 50.
Okay, so now we're set.
8 miles.
That's our next turn.
5853, clear visual approach.
Here's Kansas City out there.
Greater till Bobbin.
Done a lot of flights back and forth over Kansas City area, and it's really cool. Following the river and all the detail out there. I thought we'd just check it out to the south a little bit instead.
Reduce speed to 190, have that turn on to the localizer in a moment.
So Lars, that's the reason why I brought up that website also, is you could probably go on there and find some good information about, you know, GA aircraft and what scale and manufacturer makes good ones.
477, turn left heading 100.
They have some dedicated forums though, 1/200 scale, 1/400 scale, then they have a military section. They have a customs section where people make some really amazing custom models, like with flaps deployed and all that kind of stuff. Like that's where you get somebody that is like a true model maker that will buy a, you know, plastic model kit like we did when we were kids, building models. But you know, this guy will like do all the painting and decals, and then the weathering. He does really good weathering. This one guy, Brad Shin, I used to follow his work, and I was always wanting to order one, but I didn't bother. I just like, man, I'm gonna email this guy. He's gonna tell me, oh yeah, it's $300 for a model. I'm like, okay.
3477 DFW 9 o'clock, 8 miles.
Save up for one. It would be really cool, but
3477, clear visual approach from my 36 left, maintain 170 knots or greater until Bobbin.
70 or greater to Bobbin, American 477, clear the island.
yes, we're kind of coming up this way.
American 9653, reduce speed to 170.
Which is coming up. Let's see, where are we actually?
Runway 3371, turn left heading 020, and report DFW in sight.
Left 020, airport in sight on way
3371, clear visual approach, runway 36 left.
left on way 13.
Looks like we're in this area. So we had just made the turn, and I started looking at the right window. I suspect we're pricing Clinton.
77, going to tower.
Should be a lot of water to the south of it, maybe?
653, reduce speed to 1, maintain that
Maybe,
Bobbin.
maybe not.
160 to Bobbin.
No.
American 1450, detain 4000, reduce speed to 190.
Float to 190 down to 4,000 American.
Okay, we're outbound from 15.9. So 15.9. We're like 50 miles out. How long is this like?
Flight 3371
70.
190.
Somebody we're seeing Holden. See if Route 50 passes underneath us.
American 9650, Tower 124.15.
Some clouds are passing underneath us.
Shuttle 57, force approach, hello, expect 36 left.
Somebody had been holding, and it was a big runway there, some Air Force Base, I think it was. Yeah, so, oh, maybe it was Warrensburg, and then Whiteman Air Force Base, is a big single runway.
1452, turn left heading 090.
Knob Knobster.
090.
From Knob Knobster. I love the different names you see that around the country. Houstonian, Hughesville. Home of the B-2s. No
Shuttle
kidding.
5749, center maintain 4000.
Wow.
Runway 3371, maintain 150 knots to Bobbin, contact tower 124.15, good day.
150 to Bobbin in the tower.
1452.
That'd be cool if somebody did, I think we might be crossing a VOR.
Shuttle 5749, center maintain 4000.
Like if somebody did a 3D model of this, just put some B-2 static aircraft there or something. No, we're okay. Just a little wind gust. Should be still on heading select. Oh, I am on VOR tracking. So if the airplane randomly sort of wiggles its wings with no wind, you know that you're on VOR tracking. You probably just crossed a VOR, not knowing it.
DFW is 9 o'clock and 9 miles.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, did we just cross a VOR?
1452, clear visual approach, runway 36 left.
Visual 36 left,
Alright, so but the turn was when? Right now.
126 heavy approach, roger,
Alright,
36 left.
we overshot. So let's go to 10 degree intercept for now. Might need a little more. 091. Switch over to 1325.
Contact tower 124.15,
I'll put in 1645. So being that that's what we're doing now, put in what we're doing next on that too.
49, turn left heading 090, center maintain 3000.
Enjoy this view for a moment. That city right up there. 33-hour B-2 missions in this sense. Whoa.
126 heavy, 1 able, reduce speed to 190.
Yeah, for sure. I hope. Yeah. I hope they.
57, 1 able, reduce speed to
I hope they
190.
model the ventilation system of the aircraft in this sim. Like, you know, maybe keep some outflow valves going or something. You know.
Runway 3560, regional approach. Good afternoon. Center maintain 4000.
4,000, runway 3560.
Okay, so that's slowly coming back in, which is fine. And so I think we made this big sweeping turn. We saw the city of Marshall. And this river, Missouri River, is going to come around underneath us. So here's the Missouri River.
Runway 3568, firm. Thank you for checking.
Rooms.
So shuttle 49 DFW, 10 o'clock, 8
Down
miles.
that way and along.
Shuttle 5749, clear visual approach, runway 36 left, maintain 170 knots till Bobbin. American 126 Heavy, turn left
What's our
heading
ground
090,
speed?
center maintain 3000.
477, not too bad.
5749,
All right, and then
124.15, good day. Runway 3560, reduce speed to 190.
190 on boy 35.
oh wow, so you've done that in the sim yourself, or you were in a plane doing that. Now, do the instructors that are operating the sim have to show up, you know, like, hey, listen, we're doing this too with you, or do they have like 3 different shifts of instructors that come through, like, all right, well, you guys have fun, we'll see you in a couple days. St. Louis 17-4. Let's go ahead and switch to their ATC. It's a pretty active one. Alright, let's see. For that to pick up. Alright, so we said what? We said...
Second 126 Heavy, turn left heading 020, DFW 9 o'clock.
I think I actually, yeah, I made a mistake before. I dialed in Cardinal. I didn't look carefully enough. It's pointing to this VOR. We need St. Louis 17-4. So, whoops. I don't know much of St. Louis right now.
Runway 3560, descend to maintain 3000.
Let's do 17-4. And that is here. Okay, it's almost back in. And then after St. Louis is Roberts 16-8.
American 126, like Tower 124.15, good day.
Okay, so we're on 13.5 now. 13.25. Switching over to 17.4. And then that will eventually come in here. And then 16.8 after that. I think the sim is starting to ride it out. Yeah, wow.
Runway 3560, concentrate you're following a heavy 777, turn left heading 090.
090 on boy 35.
Alright, so what distance should we switch over? So we'll use the halfway point. It's 200 miles between the 2 VORs, so we'll do 100. So the only other time, you probably already know this one, wine. The only time you don't use this halfway point, like here's 138 between Centralia and Roberts. So you think, okay, 138 halfway would be, you know,
Runway 3560, DFW,
give me on that, but
10 miles.
this depicted changeover point is telling you 39 from here and 98 from here.
170 to the bobbin, cleared for the visual 36 left on boy 35.
In the sim, you can, I don't think they model, I'm not sure if they model
9246,
any kind of
maintain 4000.
real terrain interference,
Runway 3560,
line of sight, but
4.15, good day.
Over to tower, boy 35.
I think it's just based on the database. Unless they put in the database certain radials that would be interfered with. That would be pretty cool, actually. Alright, so we're past the halfway point. Oh, no. Yeah, we are. So, let's go to 17.4. And then I'll have to put in the 16.8 now. Alright. And, what's the course on that? 17.4 on the 278. So it's going to be 098. Okay. Let's do a slight right turn to pick that up. That can be the case sometimes as well, yeah. Let's have a look. That might be the case in this one. So St. Louis is a high altitude VOR. Not because it's letter H, it's high WAS. Just because there's no letter L. On FAA charts, they'll only tell you if it's a low altitude VOR on a high altitude chart. If it doesn't say anything, then it's a high altitude. Like this is a low altitude, they'll show you this. Or sometimes you'll see a letter T for terminal, which is an even lower, shorter range. But still was determined to be useful for an airway on a high altitude structure. Oh, so now that we're inbound on the 278,
Envoy 30.
I should set up the outbound.
Envoy 3830, original
St.
current,
Louis,
maintain
which
4,000.
is
4,000, Envoy 3830.
044.
American 9246, descend and maintain 3,000.
So maintain 3,000.
There we go. Now we can go back to look out the window a little bit. Hey, Marty, missed what's going on. Yeah.
3830, turn left,
Exactly.
190.
Because
190, Envoy 3830.
here's the Missouri River continuing on. Which is pretty cool in the St. Louis area.
American 35, regional approach, good afternoon, 230.
35,
American 35, roger, thank you.
Let's try a different St. Louis frequency.
090, reduce speed to 190.
Left turn 090, slow to 190.
I did. We're at approach. Let's try approach.
351 heavy, regional approach, good afternoon, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, American 51.
American 35, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 4,000.
210, 4,000.
Envoy 3830, turn 10 degrees left, descend and maintain 3,000.
Love 3,000, Envoy 30.
Give it a minute. Alright, might as well just... Well, we're not doing any kind of arrivals into Saginaw. Just the approach. Before, vector... Vector, I just saw the word vector somewhere. The winds are pretty good. Let's see if it's still the case. Let's see, as of 6 minutes ago, 240 at 16 gusts at 24. Right down the runway though. But still. It's close to a 10 knot gust factor. So, yeah, it seems like St. Louis live ATC is quite active at night right now. It's not that busy. Let's try, I'm going to be flying by O'Hare. Yeah, for sure. 3 listeners. Maybe that's because it's got some activity. Let's see. You guys hear that? Alright, so let's enjoy some more ortho. Oops. Oh, we're a little off here. Alright, let's just fly straight, see if the wind blows back on course. So there's the river. Coming around, we're 53 miles out of St. Louis. Pretty cool terrain. There's like a flood section of the river. Farmland along there. Highway. And some sort of, I don't know if you want to call these mountains, hills. So let's see if we can sort of track that. So looking over here, Missouri River. And let's see, from here to here is somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 miles, give or take. A little less. Look at this private airport called Tight Squeeze. So, yeah, we're basically somewhere along this highway. And then the river. So we're probably somewhere in here. Warrenton is like a perfect triangle of a town there. So it looks pretty flat according to this here. Well, let's see if we click on Kansas City. Sometimes when you do the individual chart and zoom in, you can get some more depiction of elevations. A little bit there, but
Wisconsin 3774 approach, start runway 27 right. 27 right.
Not really seeing much. Here's the city coming up. The river kind of just whipping around here.
3933, descend and maintain 1 zero down.
Let's see if we ended up. Yeah, we're slightly drifting closer to course.
4170, descend and maintain 1
I'm going to rewind time a little.
10,000. United 263, proceed directly to Georgia, maintain 1 2000.
Direct to Georgia, maintain 12000, United 263.
Dallas 2989, descend and maintain 7000, turn 50 knots.
2050 knots, 7,000, gas 2989.
Dallas 2989, contact approach 133.62.
3362, gas 2989. Third go is 2989, got a 10,000 for 7,000.
There's St. Louis Airport. It's pretty characteristic in that we'll see the excuse me, the staggered runways. So, yeah, there's 3 parallels, but spaced out in an interesting way.
7,000, speed 250, Wisconsin 3769. Yeah, 263, descend and maintain 11,000.
Send to 11,000, United 263.
4170, reduce speed to 270. Speed 270, 4170. Wisconsin 3769, contact approach.
Yeah, exactly.
2435, today Wisconsin 3769.
It would be cool to see this or Kansas City or both be modeled like somebody, one of the good developers make of that. Like it would fill in that gap between Denver and O'Hare. I think Kansas City would be like the perfect gap between there. Then you'd have those 350-mile flights. You can sort of hop to there and then on to O'Hare and then on to Cincinnati or DC. We're getting a lot of, decent middle of the United States coverage happening. More toward the east right now, but get a few between Denver.
250, United 263.
That would be pretty cool.
Cargo checking on. AC 4230 at sound. AC 4230, Chicago approach, runway 28 center. Roger.
Here, I'll zoom in on it for you guys. So we got this airport. Look that one up. Another one over there. St. Louis and City sort of filling in. So I guess the other one is Creve. Oh my God, how do you even pronounce that? I don't know. On the other side of the river, maybe that was St. Louis downtown. Or I might have been seeing St. Louis Regional. It's easy to miss the other runway because we're looking like straight down. These runways are so easy to see.
5,000, 4230. 7,000, 259. 7,259, 39. Chicago approach, United 2075, 11000, Romeo. And 2075, approach, runway 28 center. 28 center. United 1219, checking on out of 12-6 for 12, we got Romeo. And 1219, approach, set runway 28 center. 28 center, 1219. And 36 heavy, reducing speed to 280.
Let's see where we're at. Ooh, we're crossing the VOR. Alright, so we're going 044. I'm going to make the turn now because we're going to way overshoot this one's big turn.
3362, maintain 739. At 2075, descend and maintain 10 now.
044.
263, contact approach 133.62. 3360, 263. 3774, descend and maintain 7,000, 159. 7,759, 3774. Got 1989, crossing at 360.
Heading 360. Yeah, 299.
AC 4230, good rate 4. Alright, we'll give the best we can. We're good, picking up ice here.
Ooh, ice.
What's the outside air temperature there? We're showing SAT minus 10. Roger that. Scale is 2989, 210 knots rate.
210 or better, scale is 2989.
Okay, a little stuttery there. What's going on? Don't crash, don't crash.
Count from 3933 is going to maintain 5,000. 5,000, 3933.
Yeah, for sure. On this thing, yeah, because you're basically working off a slant range distance at altitude. So if that VOR was at sea level, which it's not, it's probably about 1,000 feet above or so, maybe a little. I don't know. We can look at the elevation, but
Heading at 300 and it's up 287, scale is 2989.
so even if we went perfectly straight over, it, we went about 4.5 miles DME, which we don't get the decimal readout on this old one. So if you lead it by a mile or two, you know, you're talking about a turn at 6 miles or so. There's another rule of thumb for that. I don't know it offhand. I keep telling myself I'm going to look that up. And it helps you make those intercepts much more slick.
Left 36 series, 4230.
So every once in a while I get it right. I'm like, oh yeah. Most of the time I either overshoot or undershoot it. Alright, so let's see. We're outbound on the 044. Set up what's going on next and after. So Roberts 16.8 is the 225. So reciprocal will be 045. And then outbound on the 047, and then after Roberts is going to be Gipper. Okay, so nav2, I think I already have 16.8 in there. We'll just activate it. And then 15.4. 045. And 16.8. 15. 4. Cool.
Down to 7,000, United 1219.
So I'll just leave it like this. And then my other tab, so we can keep enjoying our occasional spotting here. Put it back on world VFR.
2989, maintain 180 knots to greater till Seika. And Seika contact over tower 120.75.
180 or better is Seika tower there, scale 2969.
You want me to land the plane? Well, we're still about at least 45 minutes out, I'm guessing. but I do appreciate your enthusiasm.
United 2795, maintain 9 pounds. 9,000, United 27.
Some more clouds drawing in. Might have to blow those away temporarily.
3933, turn left, heading 36 over, speed of 210.
We're getting a big wind load coming in with it.
United 2075, you put it back to month. Directly to month, United 2075.
Alright, so this these little cities. This bigger area up here. Oh, you know what? Okay, I guess we're seeing these. Girard, Verdun, Thayer, Auburn. This is interesting that Louder is a VFR checkpoint, even though it has, it's like a small depiction. I wonder if there's something unique there, like a massive church steeple, or let's see. That's what it is. Sounds good, Hawaii. Ooh yeah, dinner. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, anytime, man, for sure. Ooh, we're fast.
Turn left heading 300 and subject to 810 low classes. Up 300, intercept 28% low classes.
Winds are relatively calm today. I mean, I haven't had to do any crazy wind correction angles to stay on course. Or I shouldn't say calm necessarily, but I mean they might be. But they just might be relatively in line with what we're flying.
From the Duke across the Duke of 5,000, split ILS, runway 28 approach, maintain 210 knots. Hitting 6 heavy, this is maintain 7,000. 1863, 8 miles from the Duke across the Duke of 5,000, split ILS, runway 28 approach, maintain 210 knots. 1810, the Duke of 5,050, ILS 6 on United 262. Chicago approach, United 2075 at 7,000.
Looking at a lake, an airport, a populated area over here. It looks like populated. 2 runways, the minimum. That might be. Let's see. Oh, that's tough. It could be Taylorville. That's a lake to the right, or it could be Decatur. Although this airport's to the right, this one's before it. Let's see. Yeah, this is Decatur. Now I can see 3 runways. And the airport is definitely further to the right. Hey, Prime Martin, how's it going?
4170, 8 miles from Mizuko, across Mizuko at 5,000, cleared ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots.
Okay, where am I taking this until?
Coaster 18 heavy, reduce speed to 190. Speed 118, space 8, takeoff.
Robert's a low altitude VOR.
Headed 1219, center maintain
150 miles.
Down to 5, you're at 12
So 74.5. St. Louis should take us no problem to the halfway point and beyond if needed.
Heavy, reduce speed to 170.
Oh, I got a DME.
7036 Tango.
Must have just came into effect. Nice.
180 knots to Costeca, taking contact door tower, 120.75. 180 Costeca.
Look at the wind just dropped off. So I'm assuming this is the city of Decatur. It's a big lake here. Pretty decent sized city. And then we have 3 runways making a triangle. And then it looks like this lake is connected with the river to another one. Coming off down this way.
Duco at 5,000, cleared ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 170 knots. Okay, or Duco 5,000, and cleared ILS, center, 173, Tango. American Flight 795, Chicago approach, expect the ILS, runway
Punch
28
ticket
center
on the MD-80. To DFW.
Left heading 360, reduce speed to 210.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the airport I took off from is DFW by Aerosoft, and it's not bad.
Okay, 170, deal, our Suco, and welcome to 075, at 836, how do you descend and maintain 5,000?
I don't know how many points they want for it. Unfortunately, you can't use partial points. You either have to have all of the points, or at least that's been my experience. You can't, it'll just say, oh, you don't have enough to redeem. Unless there's a way to do it that I don't know how to, which is very possible also. So if somebody knows how to do that, that'd be awesome. Check out this rail yard. Railroad track going off here.
Direct Monk, take care, United 796.
There's the airport.
0 United 2075.
Lake. Assuming they call it a lake. Might just be referred to as a river. Alright, sure, let's have a look.
Flight 795, center maintain, 5,000. 5,000 for American Flight 795.
I don't see any reference to the word lake here. But they also might not have enough space to bother writing it in. Like here it says Lake Clinton. And see it being fed by these rivers. Next city, well, we could look at our left and see the town of Clinton. We got this little town here, and that, and then a couple cities into a big one. I think that, let's see which one was called. Actually, it's probably behind us. If we're seeing this off, yeah, it's got to be behind us now. That's where I get a little, I gotta turn my head with the path to see where we are. I'll probably just look down at Gibson City. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that is Clinton. This is kind of going straight ahead into a little town over here. I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, okay, maybe. Yeah, it's gotta be Clinton. And this lake goes into the city here and going up that way. Highway crossing through. So here's the highway crossing through at the end.
Turn left heading 300 and up to 28 center, localizer. 300 intercept, get out of 1290. Thank you, yeah. Intercept 3925, Chicago approach, back to 28 center, expect to fly right line. Expect that right now.
Alright, we're like way past where we should have been switching over to VORs, so let's go ahead and do that. 16.8. Let's go to 1540. And then the course that we want to be going in on 045. Turn to the right a little bit.
Secure 3547, start approach, runway 28. Gotcha. Yeah. 170 to say, got to get out at 1219. Reduce down to 170.
It's pretty cool, even though this looks kind of dry or maybe wintry. You can see a good amount of, it looks like moisture keeping off the river. And everything green. Or maybe these are plowed fields, I don't know.
4062, maintain 170 knots until Seika, Seika contact door tower, 120.75. 170 and then at Seika we'll go to Charlie.
I wonder what caused this. I see this a lot. This texture is like, looks like similar time of year. But it almost looks like it's... Yeah. Distorted or obscured. Maybe it was foggy when they took the picture. I don't know.
Descending 8,000 speed back 250, cargo log 98 Golf. Maintain 210 knots.
Alright, so after the next VOR, I think it's one of our direct courses out of Roberts, yeah, so it's not an airway. We're just going to go out pound 047.
3547, just want to maintain 10 pounds. 10,000, break here, 3547. American 2795, turn left heading 360, maintain 210 knots. United 790, reduce speed at 210. United 790, what call? 3, just want to maintain 7,000. 7,000 feet, 9223.
Whoa, got some clouds drawing in. There's a lot of wind changes taking place too.
Turn left heading 300 and flip to 28 center localizer.
I haven't bothered figuring out when the top of descent's going to be, so since we've got some more time to kill, we might as well do that. We're going to continue outbound to Roberts. Wait, hold on, let me just check how much DME do I have to Roberts. 12 miles. Let me just finish that first.
At 836 heavy, maintain 170 knots until Seika, contact door tower now, 128.15. Wait, 15. American 2223, 9.5 for 7. American 2223, Chicago approaching center, maintain 5,000. 5,000 feet, American 2223. United 790, turn left heading 360. Fly heading 360, United 790. Hey, call for position. Approach, good afternoon. Cargo log 98 Golf Heavy, descending 7,000, remaining Sierra. Cargo log 98 Golf Heavy, Chicago approach.
That gamer, how's it going? Negative. At this time, we're just listening to liveatc.net. Little filler.
Got 3925, direct 1.
At 1196, direct to Monk, want to maintain 7,000.
Direct to Monk, down at 7,000, 1196. Chicago United 1402, 12,000, 0.
1402, Chicago approach, runway 28 center, and clear direct to Giorgio.
28 center, direct Giorgio, and we're assigned 300.
That's some river action, city.
Roger, expect point runway.
Rivers are, especially if they're large, are pretty easy to spot because they usually have like a jagged appearance and usually tree lines and other things following them. So, do you have any situations where we're lucky? Yeah, I have in sim. Sure, I've had engine failures. Both engines lost. If it's like that, usually that's the case that brings it down. I'm not very well versed on emergency procedures in these airplanes at this time, though. I should take the time to eventually learn all that. But, you know, like if a certain type of light came on, would I know the exact procedure? You know, I'd have to fumble through the emergency checklist stuff, and even then I'd be like, I hope I'm doing this right. Just got these towns on this road leading up to that city. Kind of trying to identify that. So basically we are just outside of Roberts. Pull up our VFR chart. Let's see, where's Roberts over here?
3547, but maintain 8,000.
8,000, break here, 3547.
Say, got what looks like possibly Gilman, maybe Danforth, Ashcombe, Clifton. So these little circles, you know, they're not going to be very big towns into Kankakee. So that would be sorry. So that'd be Kankakee up there. And then these cities going through, the towns. And then what would help us confirm it also is these rivers. So you can see how Kankakee has this river slicing through, basically. You can zoom in a little more by clicking on the Chicago chart. Alright, you can see the river kind of coming down. This little thin blue line, it doesn't look like much. This, I don't know how you say it, Iroquois River. Alright, would be this one. So even though it's a little thin blue line on the chart, it's relatively significant. Yeah, sure, 9911. You can call up and request VFR flight following, and they'll give you basic guidance, and workload permitting, they'll do traffic call-outs.
4 with Sierra.
2511, Chicago approach, effective 28 center, expect point runway.
If your plane had an engine failure, Alex, that would be a nice ability to be able to do that, right?
3547, Chicago approach, 133.62.
Oh, that gamer, yeah, not yet. I gotta install FlyJSim. I just haven't done it yet. It was an event not so long ago. I thought about finally doing it, but I completely forgot about it. I was busy with work and trying to get caught up at home, and then I was like, oh, let me listen to Cat Strader for a little while I'm finishing up some stuff, and I was like, oh, the FlyJSim event, and he was already into it. So here's Kankakee and these rivers kind of coming back up this way. I got this town. That way here's the Great Lakes, and then Chicago up that way.
2223, maintain 180 knots until Stasia, contact door tower now, 120.75.
So Zip Gaming, any airports catching your eye? I don't know if you're still in chat. Alright, so we're 37 miles out. We actually should I've clicked on 15.4 at this point,
4608, let me know what the stop right here, please.
and
We'll
it's
go
still
at
70 miles
260.
away, so we haven't reached the halfway point. And then
And approach number 4578, 13,000, 10, 12,000, 300 knots of thank you sign with your number 4578.
after that's Gipper,
287, number 4578.
that's 15.4, and then after that will be Pullman on 12.1.
Repeat at 210. Float at 210, break here at
So I
3546.
can put 12.1 here.
So what? 9 or 8, Golf Heavy, turn left heading 300.
You know, we said something about calculating our top of descent, so let's look at the approach. We're going to fly the ILS 23, the lowest altitude on, across Topia is 3,000. And we're at 31. Oh, sorry guys, hold on, the screen's frozen for you. Let's fix that. It's going to go black for 1 second.
Congress 1402, vacating 10 for 7,000.
Okay, we should be back.
Sorry, center, United 1402.
Correction, 1196. We've gotten that wake turb twice now. So we can get a little bit longer on the final.
1196, roger.
Okay.
Motorski 4608.
So OBS doesn't always like it when I switch back and forth between applications. Whoa, got a little bit of a wind gust, brought our speeds up. And now it's coming back down.
Maintain 180 knots until stay. Contact door tower now, 120.75. Tower now 120.75 at 180.5.
Alright, so we're going to begin a descent about 90 miles out from the we want to say 90 miles out from Hinnon. But maybe what we'll do is we'll base it off of Saginaw. Alright, so just to give ourselves some room to work with. So Saginaw, we wanted to send 90 miles out from there. Let's just have a look at this. We don't have a distance being depicted here, but that's okay. A little low. We'll look at this. So Saginaw, 77 miles distance from Pullman. Oh no, I'm sorry, 77 from Victory, VOR, and then another 33 here, so 77, 33, it was 110. So we could begin our descent basically just after turning out of Pullman. Nah, that's not going to happen, dude. You want to watch, like, maybe when I'm buzzing around GA or sometimes I'm doing experimenting in airliners, but I don't really stream that very much, aerobatics in an airliner. Call me boring. Alright, so this goes 049. Turn a little bit. And we'll go to 15.4. Pullman's 12.1. Actually, I prematurely dialed in 12.1. We should be Keeler. Hold on, let's just see what this looks like on the high chart. That's probably why I got thrown off. I didn't see his depiction. So let's just do it this way. We're gonna delete Keeler. Oh, I got 55 in there. All right. Yeah, we'll still be high up at this point. So it's GIJ to Pullman. GIJ direct Pullman. We'll get rid of the 55.
Yeah, 1420, reduce speed at 210.
Okay.
At 1420, reduce speed at 210.
All right, so got 12-1
1402.
and then outbound at 043.
Speed at 1402. Second 2511, 7000 with Sierra. 2511, Chicago approach, expect the island, runway 28 center approach, occupy turbine, speed on heavy Boeing 777 up on. Second 2511.
Okay, cool. The ortho inbound from here is pretty nice. Just a lot of farmland stuff. Yeah, it's good contrast, detail.
Yeah, 1402, turn left heading 360. 360, that's 1402. Johnson 3925, maintain 180 knots until stake, contact your tower now, 120.75. 180 to stake, tower now, 175. Regard 3547, 8 1 miles from the Duke across the 5000, set I left, runway 28
See, what city is that?
210 knots. 210 knots, 5000. Beyond the 236 heavy, reduce
So probably Michigan City.
4608, reduce speed at 210. 210, one speed, 4608. Watch number 4578, 8.1 for 7000 dirt pump.
Yeah, we're basically about 100. It'll be about 130 miles away, but at the speed we're going,
3362, order ski.
481 knots, so we're going to start descending in about another 5 minutes or so.
Order ski 4690.
A little bit longer than that.
8,000 for 7,000.
4690, Chicago approach, I left to 8 center.
28 center, order ski 4690.
Yeah, 1402, turn left heading 300, intercept to 28 center, low clouds.
I think we'll land before less than half an hour from now.
1402. 1402, 1 mile from Paducah, across Paducah 5000, set island, runway 28 center approach, maintain 180 knots. Canadian, the speed is Paducah at 5000, clear for the island, please. 3547, maintain 180 knots until Seika, contact over tower now, 120, 20,5.
180 to stake and open tower now, break here 3547, get in.
So aircraft Tango turn at O'Hare, wind 018, O'Hare altimeter, 29901.
Davis Ever, how's it going?
What's
happening?
2511, instead of maintain 5000. 7, 5000, right, 2511.
There's a decent sized airport and city.
180 to Stake and Tower now, United 1450.
Let's see what that is. I think my voice cracked. This looks like maybe South Bend.
Chicago,
South Bend International, at least.
12000, speed 300.
And the city of South Bend, we're seeing. See this interesting crisscross of runways.
Okay, so it's center and we'll get Tango Sky 5530.
Looks like somebody made it for X-Plane. It's like a 3D building on there. Yeah, I know. It must be my third phase of puberty, you know. Alright, so we're going outbound from our 15.4 VOR. I'm going to dial in the 12.10. That's coming in. And then after Pullman, let's see, Pullman is a high altitude VOR. I'm going to ride that all the way to. Oh no, we'll do the workload. Victory 1595. Alright, so I'll do 1595.
direct Giorgio, Sky 55, 38.
got a 243, just want to maintain 10,000, direct Georgia. Send 10,000, direct Georgia, 243.
Okay.
Got a 597, proceed direct Georgia. Direct Georgia.
Alright, so we're on our way into Pullman. And then inbound to Pullman, I'm just going to put this on a low altitude for now. Oh, we were doing direct, so let's put in, this is 0. Wait, why am I screwing this up? I think I messed up. I made a mistake. Damn, I think. Hold on. We're on 15.4. 15.4 is here. Shit, I think I dialed in accidentally the distance instead of the course. Hold on. Ah, look at that. Terrible, terrible. We're 16 miles out already. We could fix it. See how you can screw that up real easy? Alright, so 013. That's good. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we got some clacker action, guys. Just to help wake us up. And then we were going to at the halfway point switch to Pullman, so at least we have that dialed in. And then this would have also been 013. And then outbound from Pullman would be 054. So let's just do this. Clear direct Pullman. Wow, look at that.
It's all melting off right now. We were having ice till about...
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Alright, now I'm really messing up. We had 043 here.
I don't know the outside air temperature.
013.
Definitely rime, moderate rime, light to moderate.
Alright, but if we wanted to go direct Pullman, we would look at that and say, hey, what would it take to go direct Pullman? 352. Which we're just about on now. So let's just do that. Since we're closer. Alright, so
5-1.
12-1. 15-9-5. Alright. And 5-2 would have been direct. Okay. We're somewhat recovered. Yes, exactly. It's the hypoxia kicking in. Have you ever experienced hypoxia in any of the rep aircraft? You literally will hear, before it goes gray or black, it starts like this weird breathing effect. With headphones, I remember the first time I heard it, I thought I was like, because it's like a breathing, like a wheezing, and I'm like, man, do I have a nose whistling going on? I thought it was me. Could like blow my nose or something. Vintage. Alright, so we said 054, I think is the next course. Yeah, 054. And pretty good populated area up there. Must be. I don't think that's Pullman though. Unless maybe it is Pullman further north. Maybe the city's further north than the. Let's see. There you are. It's here. And it's called Hollins. This is a pretty good turn. Let's go ahead and begin the turn now.
Get a 613, change your order to 271.
Okay, 37 left, get out of 613.
Get a 624, change your order to 271.
Yeah, we're gonna overshoot it anyway, so let's go to 064.
Any Rusty 469.
Get a 5551, this one maintain 7,000. 7,000, guys, 551. Get a 597, direct function, contact Chicago approach, 133.62.
Monk 3362, 597. Chicago Center with number 3880, 11,000, that's 300 knots.
Got 3880, Chicago approach, 8 Tango Center, advise you have that, expect 28 Center.
Alright, we'll get Tango and 28 Center with number 3880.
Runway 28 center approach.
5 minutes out.
6538, center maintain 5,000.
Center maintain 5,000, Skies 5578.
Too bad of an overshoot.
Left heading 300, intercept 28 center localized.
300, intercept 280 localized.
4690 or 1 mile from Suzuka, cross Suzuka 5000, set ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 10 knots.
Suzuka 5000, 1 here.
Alright, so the next VOR is on 1595.
2511, maintain 180 knots until Seika, Seika contact door tower, 120.75.
Victory.
Take 1270, 1270, American 2511.
120.75.
And I think we're going to start descending now to 3000.
Sorry, 12075, American 2511.
Let's get that going first.
180 knots until Seika, Seika contact door tower, 120.75.
We'll take it down to 10.
National Take contact tower 120.75, under 4578.
Headed
This
555.
is at 280.
360 out of 555.
At 243, descend and maintain 5,000.
Center 5,000 and 243.
Code, good evening, everyone. 6734 heavy, bus 97, down.
Trans 6734 heavy, Chicago approach, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach.
Detroit Center, 760.
Chicago approach 110.0.
19-0, United 613.
Get a 624, just Monk.
Direct Monk, United 624.
Got 3880, this one maintain 7,000.
What?
7,000.
I don't know, man. My mom is a fat lady. I'm more inclined to throw you guys out the window before her.
624, contact Chicago approach 119.0.
Alright, we got some nice city action out here.
555, turn left heading 300, intercept the 28 center localized.
300.
So we are seeing Grand Rapids.
555, you're 1 mile from Suzuka, cross Suzuka at 5,000, set ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots.
Hold 210, Rizuko at 5, clear the ILS, 28 center approach, and at 555.
5538, reduce speed at 210.
Speed 210, Skies 5578.
Chicago Skies 551, 8,400, 7,000, direct Monks.
5561, Chicago approach, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach.
ILS 28 center, Skies 551.
4690, maintain 180 knots from Takeoff.
180 Seiko.
Alright, you guys are getting out of hand.
597, reduce speed at 210, then set and maintain 5,000. Caution turbulence, you're going to be following a heavy Boeing 777 outline.
210 and 5,000, you're at 597.
Alright, now you're really getting out of hand.
Left heading 360.
Left heading 360, Skies 5578.
555, maintain 180 knots from Takeoff, contact door tower now, 171.75.
2075, what do you take? Yeah, 555.
Emergency 4690, contact door tower now, 120.75.
2075 RC 469.
Alright, so we're probably past the next VOR. Let's just check the outbound course. We'll just pick it up from there. Outbound is 058 from Victory. So let's put in 1595.
6734 heavy flight,
And what did we say it was? 054? 058. So we're going to put 058. And we got to turn a little. Wait, hold on. Did I put that on? Yeah, we'll put that on Victory. So just pick that up. I'm going to leave the clouds in for now because we're basically on our descent. Got a little X-Enviro wind load kicking in also, so it's stopping our descent.
43, turn left heading 360. Left turn 360, 43. Got 6538, 1 mile from Mizuko, cross Mizuko at 5,000, set ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots. Okay, Mizuko 5,000, heading for ILS, 28 center, 810,
Okay, let's get that. Just put in some, see how the winds are kind of going up and down.
Trans 6734 heavy, flight 210. Heading 210.
Whoa, it's really falling off now. I'm going to help it out with the throttle a bit, get caught up.
3362 and direct monk, so it comes to 3880. Center Wisconsin 3880, 7,800 to 7,000 direct monk. 243, reduce speed at 180. 189, 243. Dallas 5538, maintain 180 knots until taken, contact door tower now.
So I'll typically do, you know, Kavik at cruise, but now that we're in the descent.
243, turn left heading 300, and it's up to 28 center, low 5. Left turn 300, Air France 6734 heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
We'll just leave it in.
Scott 6551, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, Scott 6551.
Scott 3880, Chicago approach, expecting ILS, runway 28 center approach.
ILS 28 center approach, 3880.
At 243, you're 8 miles from Mizuko, cross Mizuko 5,000, set ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 180 knots.
Alright, let's check the, let's see. It's calling VFR here as of 42 minutes ago, so it's been a while, but it's still 1625. Overcast 3300, 10 mile visibility, so that's IFR wise not a big deal.
6734 heavy, 4 miles from Mizuko, cross Mizuko at 5,000, set ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots. 210 knots, close to reaching grid, 5,000, set ILS, approach, runway 28 center.
Oh, I wanted to get the altimeter setting. Let's see, we got 2975.
Set to maintain 7,000, only 35.
So since we are setting this up for lower than 18, and we're not too far off from it, I'm going to go ahead and put it in now.
39 heavy, Chicago approach, Roger, Tango's not surrounded by Tango, and expect 28. Center and I'm in close to Tango.
Heading 597, turn left heading 360.
Okay.
551.
And then,
2 times, guys, 2551.
let's see, what do we have going here? 12.9, I think I have that in there, and it's going to be inbound on the 238. So, opposite of 238, I think is 058, if I'm correct. And it was 12.9? 12.9. There's some nice farmland ortho out there.
With you 11000, 300 on the speed, we have Tango. 1510, Chicago approach, Roger, back to 28 center.
Definitely these clouds will hit your frames a little bit. Alright, below 18, let's go ahead and get our lights on.
Approach 13362, runway 3589. Up to 28 center, low 5.
200, intercept 28 center, 597. Roger, 114578, 5000, 909, 250 knots.
Number 4578, Chicago approach, change with turn, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots.
Alright, 210 knots, we have Tango.
Chicago approach, runway 3589, 8500, center 7000, direct launch, we have Tango. At 597, your 1 mile from Zuko, cross the Zuko 5000, set ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots.
210, reserve for like 5, clear ILS, clear center, 997.
3589, Chicago approach, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach. Thank you. Got 3880, 718, 6000.
6000, Scott 3880.
ILS 5551, turn left heading 360.
360, Scott, dispatch 2.
American 1119 to 788 7000. 7000, American 1119.
Was it 180 to take there, 597?
United 597, maintain 180 knots to Takeoff.
180 to take there, United 597.
Okay, how are we doing? Oh, we are at the halfway point? Or what? No, we didn't. Forgot to tune in. 12.9. Let's go ahead and put that in there.
Tower now, 120.75.
Well, we are closer to that, so we might as well switch over to that now as well. So 12.9. I think we're okay. And
1417 heavy, Chicago approach, but simultaneous south approach, runway 28 center.
28 center ILS, 1417 heavy.
Now 120.75.
Today, United 597.
55, 51, turn left heading 300, intercept to 28 center, localizers.
300, intercept 28 center, localizers.
Got 3880, 718, 5000.
5000, stuff 3880.
5551, your 1 mile to Zuko, cross with Zuko at 5000, cleared ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 180 knots.
Alright, we're Zuko 5000, clear ILS, 28 center, 180 knots.
So I'm going to let it level off at 10, and I could have just dialed in 3,000 and then drew it back, pull it back, whatever, to 250. But there's always a chance I'll forget to do that, especially myself. So, better to just put it at 10. It will then remind me of, hey, we're slowing down. Oh yeah, I got to put that at 250 and then redial 3,000. Now that I'm kind of thinking of it, I could just do that right now. I could do this to 250. Since it's in indicated airspeed mode, it should stay, and then I could just draw this to 3. Still got it on amber armed, so it will continue the descent. If it was green on both, I would have to reset the stuff there. What's with the real nice payware Airbus? I forgot. Oh, well, there's a few of them that are liked a lot for a couple reasons, Wolfgang. And then one of them is the Flight Factor A320. A lot of people do like that. If you're talking about X-Plane. And then the other one, oh, I wanted 250, not 220. Let's put it here. The other one is Tolus, I think people are liking. And then the other option, I think, is JAR Designs. But that gets bashed a lot.
American 1119, contact approach 133.62, 3362, American 1119. 3880, turn left heading 300, intercept to 28 center, localizer.
Heading 300, intercept localizer to 28 center.
Number 4578, turn left heading 360.
Plus the 360 on number 45.
American 1119, Chicago approach, center maintain 5000, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach. 5,000 for American 1119. Got 3880, your 1 mile from Zuko, cross to Zuko at 5,000, set ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots.
Zuko at 5,000, push the ILS number 28 center.
Got 3880, maintain 210 knots. Boy 3589, reduce speed at 210.
Reduce speed 210 knots, runway 3589.
Okay.
309 Heavy, contact approach 133.62. We'll see you.
3362, have a good night, sir. 309.
Thanks.
Hello, approach, Shotwing 61, level 12,000, 300 knots, information takeoff.
Dodge 51, Chicago approach, good evening, expect the simultaneous south approach runway 28
All right.
center.
Yeah, and you know, they're basically various price points. So it's kind of like you
Working on
get.
that for now. We'll see what it is.
What's altitude alert apart from
Back at 345 or just do the 250?
Where did we see altitude alert? You mean on the panel?
Got 3880, maintain 180 knots from Seika, contact door tower now, 120.75.
180 to Seika, tower 120.5.
I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing where you're looking. Alright, now that we're 5 miles away, what I'm going to do is this. So we're 5 miles away from Saginaw. I'm going to actually intentionally go outbound about 20 degrees. So the inbound course is 233, the outbound would be 053. So I'm going to go, let's try 033 for now. Just to give us enough room to basically make a turn inbound. It's almost like a big sweeping teardrop entry. I'm going to set up the inbound course.
Ocean 1710 with your 7,000.
233.
S1710 Chicago approach, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach, turbulence, you're following a heavy Boeing 767 on final.
Cloud's looking pretty cool. Even though they're billboardy. And we should dial in the frequency of 1087. That's the ILS. I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to keep the nav2 on the VOR, so I have the DME. So this is the DME for the VOR, and this is the DME for the ILS. Sometimes when you go off out of that cone, that range of reception for the ILS, you can lose everything. Quite often you'll still keep the DME, but you might lose the localizer. We're getting a little wind gust, so I'm going to put a little spoiler to keep the speed down. I'm actually going to put full spoiler, and let's just put this down at 220 so we don't go really fast outbound. Actually, let me set up the landing. VREF is 135, so we're going to fly at VREF VREF plus 5. We're getting a little turbulence. It's expected, I guess. They were calling for gusty winds at the airport.
American 1119, turn left heading 360.
So to show you the approach, the radar fix hit on, whatever, it's 12.2 miles from ITQR, which is the localizer. So we'll take it out to about 13 and then turn a base.
7,250.
I'm kind of going diagonally out, like a crosswind. But I think now I'm going to just go ahead and turn on a downwind. And let's get rid of those spoilers. Alright, we're going to put the auto brake on medium, but I might help it out with brakes when we land. Actually, I'll take it to the end because this is a really cool airport. So, oh, okay. Yeah, the orange light came on. Alright, I'll try to remember to talk about that. This one here, I think, right? Nope, wait. Is it this one? No. Uh-oh.
119, you're 1 mile from the Zuka, across the Zuka 5000, good ILS, runway 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots.
Alright, so we said 13. So just hit 12 now.
345 Chicago approach, expect ILS, runway 28 center, maintain 210 knots, possibly turbulence. You're going to be following a heavy Boeing 787 on final.
Okay, what's the right center?
Yes, sir. So the altitude alert, what it does is it basically tells you that you're deviating from your set altitude in your basically your altitude window, and it's just reminding you, like, hey, did you really mean to do that? You know, you set this, but you're going above or below it by a certain distance. And in our case, we did. Okay, this is going to eventually swing back around.
180 knots to Seika Tower, they are 2075 on with 3589.
Oh, I might be flying through it right now. Alright, let's just turn inbound. Re-intercept it. And I should wait. Let's see, flaps 1. The aircraft doesn't seem to be trying to do any kind of crazy things. Did we put the lights on before? Yeah, we did, right? Okay. The only thing we didn't do is
461 2000 with Sierra.
that one.
So who's checking on with Sierra? Yeah, it's American 460.
Alright, let's keep this turn going
American 460, Chicago
for a little bit. And I'll put in
expect the Alice approach runway
180 flaps 5.
Pick up the new latest, man, 460.
Let the wings level. Flaps 1 is okay if we have an asymmetrical flap. It's recoverable. Flaps 5 and beyond starts to get a little bit more dicey. I'm on a Founders Edition 1080, so the 8 GB card.
Left turn 360, United 1710. American 1119, maintain 180 knots to Seika.
Alright, let's keep the turn going in, because, let's see, technically this approach, once you're inside the 12, point 2, you can take it down to 2200. So if you wanted to, we could entertain that.
South American 345.
But you can't do it until that localizer came alive. So we'll wait for that to happen. Let's put this on 160. Flaps 10. I'm going to put this on indicated airspeed.
They're just leveling at 10,000 and exactly just at the top of the top.
Yeah, a little slack.
You picking up any action?
I'm trying to cheat it a little bit.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Approach American 1384 Heavy 12000 Tango. Level 4464 to try to maintain 7,000. Let me know how to pick up any.
You said 7,000 and then flight preliminary 4464?
Yeah, unfortunately, not the TI. I wish I had the TI.
Let me know
Then I'd run max res.
7,000 will let no, preliminary 4464.
Take those American 1384, check it out.
And we're going to ride 2200 until glide slope intercept.
We have Tango and we're 1,200.
Got the airport in sight. All reds on the Pappy, which is not really supposed to be a Pappy. This is an awesome airport, but just a couple of inaccuracies
5,000, 345.
on the approach lighting system in the Pappy.
5,000 going,
Massey.
38, correction envoy 3589, reduce your final approach speed. Reduce final approach speed envoy 35.
My awesome airport, I mean, like the modeling is just amazing. Yeah, high settings. Yeah, I'm probably on average anywhere in busy areas about. I calibrate it so I get at least 35 in LAX, and then when I get out of there, it's higher usually. But you know, that's when you get a lot of I'm good amount of clouds, feeling pretty smooth. Is Fly Tampa in X-Plane or Flight Beam? Fly Tampa apparently has one of their airports out. That's an overseas airport. I only looked them up because I heard that they're building a Las Vegas. So I'm hoping that they will do it for X-Plane. Alright, flaps 15, gear down. And then ultimately we're going to go to flaps 25, flaps 30.
180 to
And we're going to do 140. At least try to.
American 345, turn left heading 30.
Okay, we got the auto brake is set. And we have spoilers set for deploy on touchdown.
1000 information Tango.
At 1899 Chicago Approach, good evening. Expect ILS runway 28 center.
28 Center, United 1899.
D10, maintain 180 knots until station. Contact your tower now, 1075. Okay, 180 to Theta and 120.
Yeah, good call on that. Yeah, there's the altitude alert again. So you see how I deviated more than, I think it's 200 or 300 feet. I had 2200 set in. I gotta report that altitude altitude.
3, nice. Number 4464, contact approach 133.62. 3362, number 4464. American 460, descend to maintain 7,000.
Blowing at 10 down to 7, American 460.
American 460, traffic had reported occasional light to moderate icing on the descent and light chop.
Okay, thanks, sir. American 460.
A little fast, a little high.
American 345, side disregard. American 1417 heavy, maintain 180 knots until station. Contact your tower now, 1075.
180 knots to Theta and tower now, American 1873.
Dallas 5073, turn left heading 360.
That's 360, Sky 5073.
American 345.
These are all custom planted trees. And all the ortho doesn't match perfectly with my ortho, but all the buildings, even off airport, the farm buildings and everything, are all custom models.
250 United 1899.
Chicago approach runway 3589, level 5000, heading 090.
3589, Chicago approach, uniform return, expect the Alice, runway 28 center approach.
Expected 28 center, runway 3589.
Approach 133.62. Good night.
3362, American 460.
I'm gonna roll us all the way down to the end so you guys can see the.
Maintain
Nice.
7,000.
Actually, no. I'll take us off here,
Descend to 7,200.
and then I'll just free camera over to the buildings down there after we get to the terminal.
467,000.
460, Chicago approach, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach.
American 460, roger, 28 center.
American 345, maintain 180 knots until station. Contact your
Default
tower now,
scenery in X-Plane is, the airports themselves have like these generic buildings,
61, turn left heading 360.
that were examples modeled off a real airport building somewhere.
4464, descend to maintain 6,000.
It's not bad. Leave the landing lights on.
Wisconsin 3909,
Cross that line now.
Tango.
Wisconsin 3909, Chicago approach, expect ILS, runway 28 center, uniform now, current ICF uniform.
Expect 28 center will be uniform, Wisconsin 3909.
United 1899 to 788,
And
7,000.
think we can
7000
continue.
United 1899.
American 1384 heavy, contact approach 133.62.
Let's see what that master caution's on. Just the anti-ice.
1384, good night.
Probably should have had it on. It's probably close enough to freezing.
Approach American 1384 heavy, 9.6 for 7,000.
American 1384 heavy, Chicago approach, expect the ILS, runway 28 center approach.
28 center, American 1384 heavy.
United now we have uniform.
Thank you.
61, turn left heading 300.
And then the textures on the ground are generic also. This is a Hayward airport, so this is, not representative of X-Plane stuff. But there's a bunch of freeware airports out there that are quite nice. And then Ortho 4XP, which is a tool that we use to build satellite imagery covered scenery is a free tool, which is pretty cool. It's actually extremely cool. This is actually a developer that does a lot of, well, they don't have a lot of airports, but they do, I think, more stuff for P3D and FSX, but they're also getting into X-planes, so really pretty psyched that they are providing stuff.
United 1899.
I think at this point we could have shut off our landing lights.
3589, reduce speed to 210.
210 knots, runway 3589. Yes, 3909, expect light to moderate Ryan Lightspeed starting at around 10,000.
3909, thank you. 1384 heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend to 5,000.
Oh, wait, sorry.
1384 heavy.
I thought that was a
13460,
earlier turn than that.
210, American 460.
Bird 4464, descend and maintain 5,000.
So, amazing detail on the gates. Unfortunately, they're not auto gates. So hopefully they do that in the future. I was on their forums and people did request it, and they said, oh, we'll definitely look into that. Let's go ahead and continue to shut the strobes.
Just turn out over here, 16017, Gus 21, oil altimeter 2993.
And we could go ahead and do that.
61, maintain 180 knots until stated. Contact door tower now, 120.75.
Over tower 12075, 180 knots, so flight control 61.
13589, turn left heading 300, intercept.
Heading 300, step below my number 3589.
Number 4464, turn left heading 360, 4460.
It's pretty cool how they said this last time we were here. They have this nice short custom grass. It doesn't go too far out, but the ortho itself, when you're basically whizzing by, is far out enough that at the corner of your eye it looks really like the whole field has grass on it, you know? Got a little squirrely on that glide slope at the end.
Cowboy 3388, contact approach 133.62. 3360. Envoy 3388 to Kuwait Center, 10.1 for 7,000.
1655, reduce to now 180 knots to takeoff.
180, takeoff, United 1655.
Unit 1655, contact tower now, 120.
Caliber tracer. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we just sort of slowed it down before touching. Sorry, you guys are getting a little choppy effect. It's actually not even happening on mine.
Chicago, expect 28 center.
28 center, Envoy 3388.
We can watch it from the...
Good 1081, connect Chicago approach 135.02. Good night.
3502, Care 1081. Thanks for your help. Have a good night.
Yeah, it really gets choppy once those trees come into view.
That was 30, Chicago approach, expect the ILS runway 271.
Thanks, himself.
ILS 28 center approach, maintain 210 knots.
Third ILS 28 center, 210 knots on 140.